Imagine an instructional assistant supervising 3 students, each with different behavioral goals. That assistant needs to remember each goal for all 3 and be able to give instructions, corrections, and remember how well each student did for all behaviors to provide feedback to both the student and the homeroom teacher. If the assistant is swapping students at the end of a period with another assistant, they also need to inform that assistant of the information mentioned previously. If a point or reward system is being used, such as red, yellow, and green, it can often be confusing to determine exactly what a student has earned or where they need improvement. It also takes time for assistants and teachers to discuss how that student performed before swapping assistants. Children with autism especially need feedback and goals. They need to understand the causality of their actions while having a permanent visual reference or breakdown of where they lost points. This can be especially challenging for moderate to severe students, where vague point systems can lead to frustration and lack of understanding about behavior corrections. Most teachers currently use paper mediums to track academic goals, so adding another level of paperwork to track behavioral goals on top of that adds yet another system of tedious record keeping. Some of the difficulties with managing all this paper include problems with tracking multiple students between multiple educators with no centralized data repository, limited space on the page. There are problems with tracking and record keeping for individual students because it's hard to visualize without graphs or convenient data manipulation. We are introducing StarChart, a low-cost solution for schools and caregivers for students with autism. This app will feature customizable student profiles with individualized schedules. Teachers can record stars earned for each behavioral category, such as assignment, attitude, and attention. The star chart on the right will dynamically track progress made towards a daily goal, with each level revealing a new color, and the completed goal is a rainbow. Teachers and assistants can also add comments for each period. A daily reports page will show an overview of the student's achievements, as well as give a list of all comments recorded about that student for the day. StarChart is being built for viability, with specific focus on functionality to address a current need in a real classroom. We also wanted to include a robustness and scalability that will allow it to be used across different types of classroom settings, mild, moderate, or moderate and severe, to be applicable to a broad range of students with behavioral goals, and easily integrated into currently used point reward reinforcement systems. We combine the necessary functions for data tracking with an easy-to-use interface for both educators and students into a simple yet powerful tool. In doing so, we've designed this from both a teacher and student perspective to address the needs of all users. Carrying around paper records of multiple students is no longer necessary, as StarChart provides teachers with the convenience of centralized electronic data tracking, which can then be used to interpret behavior trends, allowing them to provide more responsive support for students' needs. At the same time, each student gets a customized behavioral reference, transparent feedback that is often lacking in current systems, and motivation to achieve goals that are easily visualized. StarChart also promotes students' accountability, which shifts the responsibility of behavior corrections from teacher to student, thereby building independence. Again, by addressing a current need with a robust tool, we envision that StarChart can be used by educators and caregivers to benefit many types of students with behavioral goals both in and out of classroom environments. Thank you!